Coastal erosion and flooding has been a problem on Hayling Island for many years. But now, with government funding, 15,000 tonnes of shingles is to be placed at Eastoke to help protect nearby homes. But amongst the ordinary pebbles will be several thousand smart pebbles, designed to give scientists a better understanding of how flood defences can be managed. Our reporter Richard Stringer got his feet wet to find us out more.
Hayling Island has some beautiful coastlines, but for many of those that live there, the sea holds a real threat of flooding as the tide continues to erode sea defences. But now the beach will be getting a high-tech upgrade to give a better understanding of coastal movements and build better flood protection in the future.
There's a long history of coastal flooding in Eastoke, Hayling Island. It's had a lot of flood risk in the past, particularly before there was a beach in front of the sea wall. The waves would crash over the wall and cause flooding. Since we put the beach in place, this is significantly reduced, and by maintaining that beach we can really manage that flood risk and keep people safe. Today we've got one of our Smart Pebbles with us, and these are quite a new technology that we're using down here at Eastoke and on other frontages along our partnership beaches. So what we do is we take a pebble off the beach, we drill a small hole in it and we put a little microchip in. And these chips are very similar to the chips you'll find in your Oyster cards and your credit cards now. So by scanning them they ping back with a little code ID and we know which pebble is which. So we've deployed several thousand now across various beaches. Once we put them into the beach, we come along with our scanner and connected to a GPS. We know their location, and by repeating those surveys over time, we can locate where the pebbles have come to and from. This allows us to track where sediment is moving to and where it's in excess, really. So here in Eastoke, we've got a very low-lying peninsula up at Creek Road, and we build up a beach there to really maintain that flood protection from the waves. So every year we look for where our pebbles have gone to, those areas of excess, and bring it back to Creek Road in Eastoke to restore the beach and maintain a good standard of protection for our local residents.
The project is being run by several different authorities, with government funding to identify coastal areas most at risk.
Mother Nature doesn't obey to boundary rules. She continues on irrespective of that, so we need to work across all of our authorities to manage the coast effectively. So the partnership applies to the Environment Agency on behalf of Havant Borough Council for grant in aid funding for these works. So we were successful to secure £1.3 million. Tracers have been around for a number of years and started out either as sort of aluminium metal pebbles that would be scattered on the beach or maybe painted pebbles. But now, by this technology getting a lot smaller and it being more efficient to collect GPS data, we can integrate those two technologies together, and that gives us our Smart Pebbles here at the partnership.
And as you would imagine, many of the pebbles do go missing, but there is some advice if you should find one on a beach near you.
Oh, we lose about sort of 70% of those that we scatter, but occasionally they do just suddenly reappear again. It's interesting, they have quite a long shelf life on the beach, and we love to find new ones in new locations. We do occasionally paint our tracers so we can help to recover them, and one day one of our surveyors was walking along the beach and a nice helpful gentleman walked up to her with one of our tracers, which was great for him, but unfortunately it had moved it from the location where it should have been. So just really a request, please, if you do find a tracer, could you please leave it where it is and let us do the hard work in trying to find them.
This is Richard Stringer for That's Solent.